What is up, everybody? My name is BobaTalks and welcome to my Gotham Season 4 Episode 13 trailer reaction and review / breakdown, whatever you want to call it. Now, this is for the episode called A Beautiful Darkness. Now, a lot of you have been wondering, why wasn't Jerome in Episode 12? I think it got told quite a while ago that Jerome and Penguin would be left at episode 13, but don't worry guys, if you missed Jerome and some Penguin action, it will be coming in this episode. Now, I haven't seen the trailer. If you're new to this channel or new to videos like this, I watched the trailer for the first time with you. I haven't seen it before, and then I give you my immediate thoughts afterwards, and we can discuss it and just talk about it together in the comment section down below too. Also, everybody, before I get into all of this, very important message: instead of doing kind of reviews for each episode, each week I will be doing a Q&A, like a post-episode Q&A. Now, this might be coming out tomorrow or Sunday, depending on how many questions get asked over the next, I don't know, 24 hours. But what you guys need to do, all you need to do is go to the community section on my YouTube channel. So just go to youtube.com/BobaTalks and you'll see a little community tab there. On the screen right now, you should see how to get there. And you'll see at the very top of this community tab section where I post about this weekly Gotham post-episode Q&A, and I want all of you guys to post your relevant questions to this episode. Please keep it to this episode, not on this trailer, or not what I think about Jerome becoming a Joker or anything like that, only because that's not so related to episode 12. Everything related to this episode, and that way I can kind of basically review it, but also ask some of your specific questions, and, you know, so you guys get to know exactly my thoughts on what you want to know about. So I hope you like that idea. I will be posting that Gotham episode 12 of season 4 Q&A video probably over the weekend, but for now we're going to talk about this trailer and watch it together. So before I read out the synopsis, guys, if you do go on to enjoy this video, I know it took a little while to get to this point, please hit that like button, as it really does show your support for the channel and only takes a couple of seconds of your time. So if you do go on to enjoy it, do click that button. And if you're new to this channel, why not subscribe, because you will be getting some awesome Gotham videos just like this. So if you subscribe, you'll be alerted every time I post one. So the synopsis for this episode is as follows. Ivy tracks a secret project on which Wayne Enterprises is working and begins to target anyone that can give her information. Meanwhile, Jerome becomes obsessed with Penguin and Arkham. Also, Gordon begins to second-guess his deal with Sophia, and an unsettling dream sequence shakes up Bruce. Now, before we jump right into the trailer and watch it together and then give my thoughts, before any of you comment this, but to be honest, you might have done so already, I have seen what Marina Bakarin has said about Jerome and playing two characters and stuff like that. I will be doing a separate video on that. I've got a heck of a lot of thoughts. I'm not going to talk about it now, so look out for that at some point over this weekend or potentially early next week. We've got a whole week now, well, just under a week until the new Gotham episode airs, so there's plenty of time for this Q&A post / episode Q&A / review video to come out, and also me addressing what Marina Bakarin had to say about Jerome's storyline coming up. Now, if you haven't seen it or you don't know what I'm talking about, I guess just wait and see for the video, because it's quite an interesting one. But freaking 5 minutes later, let's jump into the trailer.
Fox Thursday. Villains will collide.
Make me laugh. I will not.
You're guilty, Bruce.
And a hero faces his future.
Who's there? Show yourself!
You're scared. You should be. Gotham, all new Thursday on Fox.
Now, the thing is, I knew this was going to happen. The first thing I will say, cool trailer, really cool. However, a lot of this stuff we have already seen before. I mean, think about it. They've already shown a little promo for the few episodes to come this season, and a lot of that footage was samey of what we've already seen in the stuff to come. Now, there was a couple of new stuff to talk about, and then a couple new scenes and a couple new clips with Ivy, the Batman sequence, well, dream sequence. So let's get straight into it. Now, the first part of this trailer shows Penguin and Jerome in Arkham. Now, what I liked about the synopsis as well is it details that Jerome is obsessed with Penguin. Now, what we need to know, or what we need to talk about with Jerome in terms of this trailer, is the very beginnings of what is going on. Now, some of you may already know this, is that he will go on to create a massive villains team up amongst some other stuff as well, but I'm going to save that for that other video in terms of his own personal life, which is very, very interesting. But this is going to be a massive villains team up, and this is going to be the very beginning of it. He needs Penguin on his side because he wants to make him a bit more crazy, a bit more I don't know, bring out his inner anarchy and stuff like that. Initially, from what we see in this trailer and what we will see in the episode, is Penguin doesn't really want anything to do with the crazy Jerome, because in previous seasons of Gotham as well, we've seen Penguin talk about Jerome, calling him just crazy and stuff and just an absolute nutcase, more or less. But we'll see that I think Penguin will realize and identify that what Jerome is bringing out in him is kind of potentially what is needed for him to really bring back his control in Gotham and take it back from Sophia Falcone. Now for Jerome as well, just looking at him there, he looks absolutely... I think his obsession with it is he wants, in a very jokery way, if we take it from the Joker's book, since Jerome isn't a Joker technically, but this other guy will be, but still Cameron Monaghan. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, we'll save it for the other video. In a very jokery way, let's just say Jerome, in a jokery way, he loves, the Joker loves, he wants to spread that. It's what he's all about. Chaos, madness, anarchy, everything like that. Look at Jerome's face right there. He is feeding off it. He's siphoning off what he is giving and causing to Penguin. He loves it. I mean, that's why in some other trailers, he's getting smacked down in a very Heath Ledger way, Batman, Dark Knight interrogation room. He is laughing as it is happening. I love stuff like that. So that is why I'm very excited for this episode. I know a lot of you were disappointed. It's exactly the same response as last year. Some of you guys were like, well, I wasn't Jerome in this episode. It's just, he doesn't have to be. You know, it can wait just one more episode. But trust me, guys, you'll be getting it next week. And also, Jerome will be in more than several episodes this season, so don't worry about it. And this episode's going to be, apart from a little bit of Ivy from what we see, it's going to be very freaking Jerome based. Now, what I loved seeing a part of this trailer is that it basically confirmed my theory with it was Ivy who induces Bruce into that vision. We never really could know for sure before. All we saw is that Ivy kissed him, and then it jump cut to like Bruce, you know, seeing the Batman and the Batcave and all that stuff and different stuff. And there's a lot more to this vision from the promo photos as well. You can see that Bruce has this trippy dream sequence, and it's quite interesting. I might do a separate video on this, but you get Jim Gordon with a little tash, you get Harvey holding chickens and stuff like that. You get Selena in it in a very kind of future Catwoman it's kind of dress that, you know, she wears all the time in the comics in a very seductive, cool way. But as I said, it looks like Ivy goes to the Wayne Manor, gives him a kiss, but also probably does something similar to what she did to Selena in the latest episode, and he will have a vision. Now, I'm really looking forward to it. Now, I don't know what the deal is with this kind of bandaging around his face. I can't really make it out mega well. It's really weird. It really reminds me of Jerome's bandaging when he was, you know, got revived from Dwight. As you can see, Bruce is basically wearing his proto-bat suit, but as I said, his head is covered by something. I really can't make it out. It looks like bandages, kind of towel, and something... I don't know, it looks like his freaking eyes are see-through. I really don't know. It's just weird. I don't know why he's got that over his face. Either way, it shows more of Bruce going into the Batcave, which will probably be the latter part of the vision, and we get a bit more voiceover from Batman himself, or, you know, who I assume to be Batman, which I think is a very obvious assumption. I like how Bruce's future self says to him, "You're scared, you should be," and then just it jump cuts to him transcending, or like, you know, becoming bats. Now this will essentially be Bruce's, or the show's version of the Bat moment for Bruce, or the beginnings at least for his fear of bats, you know, which one day he will, you know, put the symbol on his armor. So I think that's pretty cool. Obviously, I think the show's perfectly entitled to change it up a bit, just like what they're going to do with the Joker origin story. Obviously, the Killing Joke is a very, very popular, if not the most popular one. However, you know, Gotham are doing something different. They're kind of keeping it familiar, but they are definitely doing something different. And as I said, I'm going to do a whole separate video on that now, since we have got an incredibly good idea of how Jerome's, or should I say Cameron Monaghan, will still be playing the Joker on the show, but it's just not Jerome, and I can't wait to talk about that. But I think, honestly, guys, there isn't too much to talk about in this trailer. I'm skipping through it again now. That is mainly it. I will link in the description below, in case you haven't seen it, my breakdown of... I think even it was another promo just around Christmas time or after of this episode. You know, it showed some clips of this episode, so I'll link that just in case you did miss it, if you want a bit more of a emphasis on all of this stuff. But either way, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, as I said at the beginning of the video, I'd really appreciate if you hit that like button, as it really does show support for the channel, and it encourages others to click on this video as well and spread the Gotham love, I guess. Now, as I said at the beginning of this video as well, it's really important for you guys to go to my community tab section of my YouTube channel. Honestly, just click on, if you don't know how to do it, BobaTalks on YouTube. Whether you go / BobaTalks in the address bar or just in the search bar on YouTube itself, once you're there, you see like home videos, and then it will say like community. At the very top, you will see the place where you submit questions for the Gotham review / weekly Q&A video. And for this case, it is for the latest episode, episode 12. Can't wait to see your questions, guys. And obviously, post your questions and you might get your question answered. As I said, this way, you know, we can talk about it. I can give you my thoughts on the episode in a review-esque way, but also talk specifically about stuff that you guys want me to talk about, which I might have missed out on if I just did a review video by myself. So anyway, guys, I hope you liked all of this. Subscribe if you're brand new. There'll be more videos just like this. If you want to stay a bit more up to date with me personally, guys, you can follow me on social media. My most active social media is Twitter. The links will be popping up on the screen around here. I do have a Discord now. That is also in my community section of my YouTube channel. The link to join the Discord server is there. We've got over like 40 people in there now, and it's awesome. We're all talking about Gotham and other DC TV shows, not just Gotham as well. So come and join us, like the BobaTalks family. We still haven't got a proper name yet, but I'll do a poll one day soon for that as well. But I think I've talked enough, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely goddamn rest of your day. Gotham is back, everyone. Let's just celebrate that, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.